Right, I'm checking your resume.
Yes, yes.
So you are based in Germany right now?
No, no, no. I am not based in Germany, but I'm planning to migrate there.
Yeah. Because you added the details for Germany as well, correct? Mobile number.
Yes. Yes. Because if you are applying a job there, definitely we need to inform this information. These are valid because my husband is staying there.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. Okay, so 11 years of experience, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you are leading the team right now?
Um, I can say that yes, but I'm not leading. I mean, I'm not only leading the team, I am also doing the development because we are handling the Spartacus part.
Okay, so you are actively developing as well. You are writing the code as well, correct? Hello?
Yes, yes. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fine. So upgraded the application from 6 to 6.8 to
2211.
what is this? 2211?
Um, before 6.8, the Spartacus version started from 3, then 4, 5. So that was a numeric. But at that time, SAP Hybris is the backend part. So SAP Hybris is having a different kind of version that is around 1000 numbers, that is 1199. So later on, after 6.8, actually, the Spartacus people changed the version to 2211, which is almost similar with the SAP Hybris version. So right now, both the versions are same. SAP Hybris and the Spartacus version both parallelly. The version should be same numeric. So that's why it has a jump from 6.8 to 2211.
That's fine. So, but as a interviewer, I'm not getting that exactly does that mean. So you should
Yeah.
add what exactly you're upgrading with it. So Angular 17 you added at the
Yes, I mean initial phase of it because recently we have done this 2211. So 2211 is supported by Angular 16 or 17. So we choose Angular 17.
okay. And this is the Spartacus you meant to say this is something tool or something? What it is?
Spartacus is an e-commerce application. Like it is Angular framework. It is working in Angular framework only.
Hmm.
So, but it is completely for e-commerce purpose. The backend is completely SAP Hybris and it's a headless UI also. So, server-side rendering is the main thing happening in Spartacus. And the thing is, smart edit, like we can able to change where should be the component. We can edit the components with the front end server. That is smart edit. So we can only create the reusable customized angular components. So we can suppose if we are creating a component, it will not visible in Spartacus. The
Mhm.
first thing is we will get a page source. Inside the page source, there is a slot. So we need to take the slot. Then we have to map with our component. Then only that part will get the part will get visible in the actual application. So
Okay.
the configurations and everything is different from my normal Angular application, but the coding is yes, TypeScript, HTML, all the Angular concepts. Other than this
Got
routing is something else. Routing and the translation is having different. So other than that, everything is almost same. And the most thing is actually whatever which we are not familiar with the Angular. Like for example, this overriding, this provide as use class. So these things we are normally, like when I was doing the Angular, I was not uh, did this kind of things like frequently. But now, when we started with the Spartacus, this is the core concept. Like everything we need to override, we need to do these overriding methods, we need to do providers. So everything's we need to work on that. So, and the routing part is completely different. So that why I scheduled, I applied for getting a mock interview because routing part is completely different. There are so many difference, like routing is different. So I need to know that how the market is look like for Angular.
That's fine. Last question only. Is it open source?
Yes. It is open source only, but the installation is a little different. We need to have a that SSO ID, that's SAP ID. We need to get a SSO ID. Through that, we will get a key. So we need to append the key in .npmrc file. Then only that Spartacus part will get installed with NPM. So that is the configuration is set up, but it is open.
Yeah, means Spartacus is open source, but you have to get the key from SAP.
Yes, yes. And for that, we need a valid credential.
Okay. And for that key, you have to get that key as a paid version.
Paid version, I don't think so. It is a paid version. We will get the Spartacus, but I think they are checking that whether we are a valid user or not. That's it. Because our entire project, we are using the same key, and I never get any kind of information that we are doing a payment for getting an account.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I can ask you a couple of questions from Angular itself. If I get
Yes.
time, so I can ask you JavaScript as a later.
JavaScript,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so have you encountered app initializer in Angular app?
App initializer. Yes, I know the concept, but right now I couldn't able to refer it. But I can tell you, like when we are doing a build, if you need to do some setups, if you need to initialize before starting the application, we have to add these comments in Angular. Where should we add? Manifest file or somewhere. I just forgot. Like we need to add in the manifest file or Angular JSON file. There is a constant called app initializer, and we need to map it with our customized TypeScript file. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm confused now. So that it will execute it before our application runs.
Yeah, but where we do write that code?
I don't know.
Any idea why we use it? Means when we use it?
App initializer. I don't remember any scenario right now.
Okay, so suppose you have one. Suppose you have to fetch some configurations before you are starting our application. Okay. In that case, you will write the service, one of the service, and you will inject that service into the app initializer. Okay. So from that, what will happen before going to your app module or app component anywhere? Before that, it will call this first. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So in that way, we have to do it.
Okay. If they're asking that, could you give a real-time example? So what will I give an example?
You have to read it. No. I just given you a idea.
Okay.
If you are in your project, are you calling any API before calling it to the DOM or something? So you can relate that, correct?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. Yes.
So I'm not saying that a real-time example. So every application has a different scenario. So we cannot directly say real-time application scenario or something.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Okay. So okay. So whenever we create a routes, we have a resolver over there. So any idea why we use a resolver?
Router resolver? No. No, I don't know.
Okay. Suppose I have a couple of routes. Okay. Suppose I have dashboard route and I have home route. And then okay. Some user is came to directly localhost 4200 and he comes to directly dashboard. Okay.
Okay.
So, but I want to restrict him. He should be logged in. Then only he should be able to see a dashboard. So how can I?
That is, we can use auth guard, na? We can use this router guard. In the routing itself, actually, we can add the flag like can activate, and we can map with our own service, the router guard service, and we can check that whether the user is logged in. Then we can return the value as true, or otherwise we can map to the login page itself.
Okay, and how you will check it?
In the we have a router.ts file is there, na? So there, if you are initializing with the path component, so there itself we can use the flag called can activate. So with that,
that's fine. I got that. We will add a can activate and you will call your route or guard. That's fine.
Yes.
I'm asking what exactly you will check in that service of that guard. So in that way, it will return true or false. What exactly you will check over there?
We will check whether the user is logged in or not.
So that
Like,
is how you will check it. Means what you will do, what you will write the code over there to check the user is logged in or not. Means how you will know that user is logged in or not.
we should have a function. We should have a function that whether get user. I don't know. This is actually the concept which I'm telling is the completely related with Spartacus. So I'm little confused about that. In this case, actually, we have a the packet service that is user dot get user. So it will give us false. So then we can restrict it. But I don't know this part, this router, the solver part.
Read about it more because as per your experience, they would expect something.
Yes, actually, I have a lacking in router. That's why initially I was introduced. I mean, I was during the introduction, I was saying that router part, I don't have any idea what is happening.
Okay, that's fine. But you should read it, right?
Yeah, yes.
So, okay. Suppose you want to implement the role management in your application in Angular, what steps you will do?
Rule management, can you explain more?
You have to show some forms to some of the user, some controls to the some of the user, some button should not be.
Authorization is the one which you are asking.
Yeah, I'm asking
Like,
role management directly on the route level, on the application level.
I don't know. Rule management.
Tell me about authorization now.
Authorization is the one which it is, I mean, we have discussed right now, like I have a different three kind of users. So if I need to restrict some of the pages from some of the users, so that concept is called authorization. So we can restrict those pages. We can hide those pages either we can use this guard to restrict to access those pages, and in the HTML we can configure it, and yeah, that is authorization means.
Okay.
Or we can use, but
you do
rule management in router, I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, when you do npm install, what exactly happens?
The npm install is doing like we already have a packet.json. So there is so many libraries which we need to be included in our actual application. So that if we need to install, so the first step we are using this npm install. So it will check all the libraries from the packet.json, and it will start to install from this npm registry. And it will be added in the node module.
Okay, and what about package log file?
If currently I am installing our application at the first time, so definitely there are versions. So it knows that what versions, like every versions we have a matching. I mean, if we are doing Angular 16, so we are creating a package.json which is suits to Angular 16, the remaining libraries which is suits to Angular 16. So those compatible version, it will be added in the packet log.json. So later on, if someone is going to install, they will not check the latest version. They will check the packet.log because it is a perfect version of running the application, all the libraries. So it will actually take it from there and it will install with the version. So that is packet.log. So normally, if I'm going to upgrade from Angular 16 to Angular 7, the first step is we will delete the package log because it will throw the dependency issues. So that is the use of package log.
Okay, so if I delete that file, okay, if I delete that file from our repo itself, and someone take the latest code from the integration or somewhere, okay, or master. So what will happen if that file is not available over there?
Package log.
Yeah.
Package, if the package lock is not available, then it will not throw any error. If package.json is not available, yes, it will throw error. But package.lock is not there, it will do the npm install and it will create a new package lock file based on the versions which currently installing.
Okay. And if he has a node version more than whatever we are expecting, then what will happen in that case?
We are having a downgraded version of node and we are trying to install the latest Angular, correct? So then actually it will definitely throw error because it couldn't able to the node couldn't able to install the latest version. So I don't know the exact error, but it will instruct us to upgrade the node to the higher version. So it will instruct us throwing the error.
Question is not that. I'm asking, suppose, say you have node version 16.14. Okay. I have 16.12. Okay. I'm doing npm install and you are also doing npm install. So what will be the difference between these two npm install?
I mean, for you, I think you need to use force for npm install or I am not sure.
Little bit, okay. And what is force?
Actually, could you please tell me what is the question, because I am also confused the previous question.
Suppose you have node version 16.14.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm asking. I'm telling now third time. Okay. Suppose you have
Yeah.
node version 16.14.
Okay.
And now I have 16.12.
Okay.
If I do npm install and you do npm install, so what will be the difference between these?
Okay.
So this is what question I'm asking you.
And I am actually don't know the answer.
Okay, check this once. Okay, so your package.log file will have the different versions. Okay. So
Okay.
that's where code compatibility issue can come in future. So that's why we have this log file to maintain the exact tree, DOM tree structure.
Okay.
Package structure.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Now tell me why we use hyphen force while doing npm install.
The compatibility, for resolving the compatibility issue. Like suppose we have, definitely if you are installing, we have so many dependency libraries, which should be compatible with the library which we are installing. So normally if you are not using force, we will get these kind of errors like this is not dependent with this file. So these errors will happen and it is very difficult to tackle resolving these issues. Because we need to, each and every items we need to do the npm install with a particular version, and sometimes even we also don't know that which version is compatible with the library, so we also got confused. So avoiding these kind of scenarios, these kind of things, we are using force. So it will forcefully install the compatible versions of a particular, like if it is a downgraded or upgraded version, whatever it is, it will actually will remove that error.
Okay. Okay. So you might have been used input output, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So suppose we are passing 3 input parameter to one of the child.
Okay.
Now someone comes and he added fourth parameter.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, 4 different input parameters is the one you are asking, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
how the previous means how it will know that? So we have added something into this component. So that is required, that parameter is required right now. So how can we tackle this scenario?
If something has changes, and how can we?
No, see.
Okay. I got it. Because during the run, when we are doing runtime, actually, it will throw an error that this template is expecting a one more value.
But what code you will write for that? So this is expecting from this component. So how you will check this? And if you are not passing that parameter, then how can you handle this scenario?
We can check whether, I mean, we can check whether it is undefined using this nullish collision, or we can put the value if it is the question mark, I mean, dot, these things we can check whether it is an undefined, then it will not throw error.
Okay. So suppose I want to make some parameter mandatory. The code input parameter. Suppose we have 3 parameter. One of them is input mandatory and 2
Okay.
optional. So how
Okay.
to do this? You already written Angular 17 in your resume, correct? So you should know this now. So there is a required parameter, okay, with input.
Yeah, you record. Yeah, okay. That
Okay. If
is,
you pass
yes,
the
yes. At the
parameter,
yeah.
then it will be a required parameter for you.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So read about such kind of scenarios. Okay. See,
Yes.
your interview will be not like this. What is observable? What
Yes, yes.
subject? How can we pass the data between components?
Yes.
As a lead, you should know the high level idea of these things. Okay. So that's why I'm
Yes,
asking
yes.
such kind of questions.
Hi, these kind of questions I need because I know the answer of what is observable. I mean, direct questions we know because we have this much of experience, but I need this kind of complicated question so that I also need to research it, because when I was doing in Google, the direct questions will list down. So I don't know what is actually happening.
You will not get such kind of question on Google.
Yes, yes, yes. So that's why, yes.
Happened with the development itself. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So that's fine. So input parameter you can check. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
You should be marking that parameter as a required. Then only you will get that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So how do you break down your application?
Break down the application using through module.
Can you share your screen?
Okay, I will share my screen. I share. Please let me know once you're able to see my entire screen. Okay. Share. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah. Just go to again Zoom. Go back to the Zoom.
You. One second.
I'm seeing Google Chrome.
Yeah, I'm trying to open the Zoom.
That's fine. I think you shared that there is option to show Zoom. That's fine. That's fine.
One second. One second. Yes. I am not sure how to do that.
That's fine. Search for any e-commerce website.
Okay. Shall I search Flipkart?
You can search for just image, e-commerce website image like this. So e-commerce website images.
Okay. Okay.
Can you expand this screen first? I'm seeing halfway in the. Make it full screen. Yep. Okay, wait. This is fine. Let's do this. Okay. So suppose someone comes to you and they wants to design this page.
Okay.
Okay. Open Notepad in left side right now. Okay. Or a sticky note. Search for sticky note.
Okay.
Open it. Okay. So now tell me how you will start this module. Suppose this is the module. They given you this module. Whenever that comes to this page, they have to show something. Okay. So how you will start this? Means how you first see this? What exactly the what are the things?
From this header or only the content? Which module I need to work on?
Whole page.
Whole page. So the first thing is I will divide it into header. Then there will be footer. Footer, yes. Footer and header will be there. Give me a moment.
Write down your components. Create first folder architecture. Okay, here. Means what will be the folder architecture first of all? Suppose this is new module. Okay. So how you will break down the images, then service, then components, the shared components, buttons. You can create a folders kind of structure.
A mock structure, right?
Yeah.
So header component will be there.
You will
Footer.
directly create a components. You will not create a component folder. Inside that, you will add these header footer components, layout components.
You are not expecting what I need to add it in the module. Okay. So I need to get.
I'm asking folder
Okay.
structure. What will be the your base folder? Then what are the different folders you have to do?
Inside the app, there will be a common component. So inside that, there will be.
Not create an object. Just put a tab.
So we are expecting that we will have more than 4 images, right? It should be like this. So there will be image. What should I give it as? Image container component. So header, footer, menu, and image container component. And home page, it will call.
Okay, that's fine. So now tell me how you will do communication in header component and this home page.
I will call the header component from the home page. The template, I will call it. Definitely in the app module, I will add all this component. And so it will get displayed. And this header component and this menu will be same in across the page. So yes.
I'm asking when I search for e-commerce, okay, so it will go and give the data to backend, correct? Will get
No.
backend or something. So how that communication will happen, and it will show the latest images which we got from the backend. This is what I'm asking.
In the home page, actually, I will call the API for getting the data. And
Wait, wait. Just listen first what I'm asking.
okay.
You will search from header component or you will search from home page component. From where you will call this API, first of all.
Header component, yes.
Then you are saying home page.
Okay. I got it. I got the question. I thought that from the home page to header component. It should be header component to home page. Yeah. Okay. So how I will do is like through the header component, we will call the API. We will add the functionalities for search. We will add the functionality for search. So we will get the response there. Either we can use behavior subjects and pass the values there. And inside our homepage application, we can subscribe it. And based on the subscription, definitely the value will get changed and we can apply that values in our HTML component. So it will get changed. The value will, this data will get changed. Either subjects or behavior subjects, anything will suit here.
Which one can be better?
Normally, I use behavior subjects because I can do an initialization through behavior.
So do we require over here that?
Otherwise, actually, I think yes, because we need to do this length check and all. So we are expecting some array. So definitely, if the array is empty, we can initialize that so that we can avoid these unknown errors. Kind of sometimes, if it is undefined, we need to do this undefined check and all. So if it is having an initialization, so yes, I will prefer behavior subject here.
Okay, that's fine. But whenever you are writing something, at least write in the good manner way, because that component thing is fine. You will return component everything everywhere, so that's fine. But you're not able to break down this page in the proper way. This is
Okay.
what I have been expecting from you. So see, in this application, you will in this page you can create a 10 components. Okay, you cannot put 110 components into the single folder. Some of are
Okay.
the some of are the layout components. Okay, your header footer are the layout things. Menu also layout,
Okay. Okay.
are not part of your core component or
Common
feature
common.
component. These are the feature component. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you should be thinking like that in that way. So that is what my question have.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, so coming to another one thing. So have you used ViewChild?
Yes, view child and view children, both I have used.
Okay, and what is the use of it, ViewChild?
Um, Suppose we have so many child components in our application, so we need to access that child component, or we need to call something inside the child component which is already defined in the child component part. So we need to call or we need to access this. Then that scenario we are using the view child.
Okay, any other purpose of it?
Other part. Yeah, that's I can remember now. That's only like I used for this view child for calling a function from the parent child to like executing something which is defined in the child, or accessing any variable, or accessing current value, or accessing the ender template itself. So
Yep, that's fine. Okay. Okay. So have you heard about memory leaks?
memory leaks, yes, I heard memory leaks. Definitely, I heard this memory leak word when we are doing subscribe part.
Okay. What exactly does it mean?
I can give a live scenario that normal cases we are using, like like even if you are using a behavior subject or any HTTP or any observables thing, so if we are getting the value, we need to definitely use a subscription. So it will keep the memory. I mean that subscription is always is in the memory, and we are not unsubscribing it. So if we are not unsubscribing it, every time it will have these values, and the memory of the application will get increased. And because we don't need that value, we are keeping it that. So
Have you
it will
seen that
cause
value? Have you seen that value anywhere in the DOM where it is?
like we don't need that we don't need that value, even we don't, like we need the value in some scenario, but not if we are not opening the component, then we don't need that subscription. We don't need to put those subscription live, because we are not using that component at present. So in that scenarios, actually it will cause like that subscription is always live, and it will hold in a memory. So we can avoid that scenario. We need to unsubscribe it. So that scenario is memory leak.
Yep. So scenario is fine, but I'm asking now, suppose you created one subscription, okay? And you did not unsubscribe it.
Yes.
So what will happen to that subscription where it will be in the DOM? It will be in the DOM, it will be in the code, where it will be then? How the memory leaks happens? Means what exactly?
Like it will executed unwantedly. It will cause error also. Like we are not unsubscribe it, it will cause error also. Like we will get to know, we will see some unexpected behavior in the application because of the value, because of the subscription. So it will affected our application
After
for.
that, if we subscribe some of the observables, and if we unsubscribe it in application, so it will throw an error.
If you are not unsubscribe it, it will not throw error.
You said that sometime back.
Actually, our application flow, like what at the end, actually we need an HTML response. I mean, we need a view. So when we are doing a subscription, we are expecting an output. So in some scenarios, the expected output we will not get because of the subscription is live. For example, I can give an example which I faced during the development. So I have a subscription. I am expecting some value, and I need to do some logic, which is a part of some component, and the same subscription I need to use in another component with other what I can say for other purpose. But in some scenarios, due to the earlier subscription, the expected result I will not get because this subscription is also alive and it is affecting my my expected value also. But it will not throw error, but the expected output will get changed because the subscriptions are alive and it will call the function, and sometimes it will throw error because of undefined and all. Yes, because this is whenever the value is getting changed, all the subscription will execute. So if something is not defined, then it will throw error.
So see, first of all, what you're all talking, that is not related to what I am asking. So this is fine. This is mock an interview, so I can listen your answers. But
okay,
the real interview, don't do like this. If you don't know, just say I don't know properly, because you are just creating a circle of that answer.
Okay.
This can harm you itself. Whatever questions, answer you are giving correct way, but the way you are explaining the things again and again, it's giving me like that you are just creating a circle over here. So see, so if you have a clear idea, give it the short answer, okay, and wait for the interviewer to ask another question. I'm hardly getting time to ask a question to you. You are continuously answering the things.
Okay.
This is the only negative point as of now I have found you in you. Okay.
Okay.
If you like this now, then interviewer ask only 3-4 questions to you, and you will just say your answer again and again, some different way. Don't do that. Okay. That's fine. I'm listening and I can tell you this. If you directly doing in this something in the real interviewer will not tell you these things, but he will mention these things. Okay. So
Okay.
listen what I'm asking, then answer only. Okay. Don't be
Okay.
ready to answer. This can say you are getting my point, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying just listen me what I'm asking. You have to listen your interviewer as well later, correct? So try have this practice to in you. Listen first what they are asking and then start your answer. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. My question was that very simple question. Okay. I'm also not clear where it resides, but I thought that you might be knowing about it. So my question was that suppose I have one component. Okay. In that component, I am getting some user data. I created one subscription. Okay. And I did not unsubscribe in ng destroy. Okay. We're doing in ng destroy, correct?
Yes.
So if I'm not doing that, it might create a memory leaks. Okay. Because that
Yes.
subscription is available. Okay.
Yes.
So my question was that if I'm not doing that, then what exactly will happen? Okay, because that subscription is alive. Okay, so my question was that. So do you know where it resides then? Okay,
It
so
is in memory.
yeah, I know that memory, but what memory? Where memory? Which memory? I know the memory.
Application memory. I don't
But
clear that question.
again, you are doing same thing. You don't know, just say I don't know. You are saying
Ha.
memory, application memory, system memory, RAM memory. Don't do this, first of all.
Okay.
That's fine, yeah. If you don't know that, that's fine. Not, every interviewer will not expect you to 100% question answer you will give. Just
Okay.
do as well sometime. Okay,
Okay.
it's fine. It's don't take it as a negative way, but I'm just saying these things because sometimes you are even if you given the proper answers now. I hear this one of the candidate. He has given proper answers, but was his feedback was that candidate was not listening to the interviewer. Due to that, he rejected. Okay.
Okay.
So listen the things, then do next things. Okay. Okay. So maybe 2-3 questions I will ask now only.
No, actually, I need the answer for the previous question.
That's what I'm saying. I also don't know proper exact answer for that. This is what I told you. sometime.
Okay.
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 See, I just ask you, correct? You just say that it should be in the DOM memory or it should be in the application memory. Okay. And leave it. I don't know exactly where it resides, but I thought there it can be. That's it. This is what I
Okay.
was expecting from you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
You are answering almost 1 minute. That was not the proper way to answer that thing. It's
Okay.
a waste of 1 minute of the time of interviewer. For me, it's fine. Okay. So again, I'm asking one core question of the Angular now again. Okay. So I would expect only the proper answer now. What is change detection in Angular?
If you are changing any value in the TS file, and if you need to reflect the value in the HTML, so that time we need to, like, definitely we have a two-way binding, but we need to change it. It should be reflected in the HTML. So for that, actually, we are using change detect method.
But have you written for something code for that to
Detect changes, yes.
Okay, so for that you write a code or not? That is what my question.
Yes, yes, that is what.
So there is a default change detection strategy as well, correct?
Default, I'm not sure.
Now tell me
Oh,
what now no, you have given first answer is wrong. Okay.
okay.
What you have to write to detect the changes?
Okay.
This is my question now for you, based on your previous answer.
Um,
See, we have two ways. Let me tell you. We have two ways. Default is there, okay? Whenever you are
okay.
not adding your default change detection strategy for your component, it will do automatic.
Okay.
Angular does it for us, okay? It will build, there is a inbuilt file, zone.js file.
Yeah.
That file, Angular tell that I in my component something get changed, okay? Now zone.js will check for everything into the DOM and it will change that value, whatever you tell. If you do changes in the DOM, in the TS file, it get reflect to your template file. So this way, default way is worked, okay? So the problem comes when you have parent, okay? One component has a parent and it has a child, okay? One parameter you change in the parent one, okay? In that case, child also getting reflected again, okay?
Okay.
So in that case, child does not needs to be reloaded whenever something gets changed into the parent. So in that way, we have to use on push change detection strategy.
Yes.
Okay, so see this way, if you answer na, then this will be very easy to understand for me as well, and maybe interview for the interview as well. Okay, so break down your not application, break down your answer. Okay, in the steps and explain one by one, so it will be easy to understand.
Okay.
Okay, read about this little bit. Okay, because this is kind of means a core question of the Angular. Okay, so now as you mentioned, Angular 17. So what are the features
Okay.
you have enabled in Angular 17 right now?
The main thing which I found is this standalone, and we have used the standalone, and for simple changes we have done these signals. We are not done a more, but one or more variable we have done signals with the effect. So that are the two changes which I have done in Angular 17. And if theoretically, if I'm telling that there are this differ loading with the HTML components for lazy loading, and this SSR part is actually the part of Angular 17 in default. And so yes, these are the things which I know about the Angular 17.
Okay, so why they have introduced signal first? What is the use of
The issue which is related with the change detection, that it is very difficult to handle, especially for the objects. Like if any value is getting changed, if we need to reflect it in the child component, the thing which we have discussed right now, that is We need to call this change detection dot detect changes. We need to call in every scenarios. Then only that will get reflected. So it is very difficult to handle. If we forgot to add this line, then finding a solution is also very difficult. So avoiding these kind of scenarios, avoiding these errors, and make it in live that if I am changing anything in the TypeScript, it should be reflected in the HTML with a simple normal codes. So for that, actually, we are using Signalis. So yes.
Okay. Answer is quite correct, but you have to know the exact reasons. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is missing in this answer. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Then, this standalone comes in Angular 15, not in 17. Okay. So if you're telling that,
but in default happened in 16, I guess.
yeah.
But before that, actually, we need to add this standalone explicitly for making a component a standalone.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So you might heard about the TrackBy. Why we use it?
We are using it for ng4 because for avoiding this redundancy for loading this. I mean, we can check that ID like I know that, but I couldn't able to explain right now because something is restricting me. Yeah, you can explain better.
No, I'm expecting from you first.
Could you explain? I don't know.
Okay. Suppose you have one array. Okay. It has 3 rows. Okay. And you added 4th row later. You pushed something 4th row. If you are not using the TrackBy, it loads that ng4 element whole. Okay. And if you are using the TrackBy, it will check that we do have this TrackBy element added, and in that way, it will not load 3, only load 4th. Okay, so if you are using UL and LI, so LI will not again and again reflect. It will just add last element to it if you are using the okay. But if you are giving this answer, you should know what to be do. Okay.
Yes.
So check that as well. Okay, so what is content projection?
Content projection, I am not sure.
Okay, so it can be something. See, right now we have these images. Okay, every image will have some title. Right now we don't have. Okay, so you will create an array with image and title. You will pass that to the child component. Correct?
Yes.
You can create your own selector to the child, and you can pass data to directly to the selectors. Okay, with the ng content.
Yes.
So we do use many times. So check that how can we use it and what are the types of the ng content.
Okay.
Yeah, so it will, and you will understand the things in the little bit about the Angular. Okay, so have you written any test cases?
Yes. Yes.
In which framework?
I think in Angular 14, I guess I read using Jasmine and Karma.
Okay. So can I ask some questions in that?
I'm not sure I can answer it, but I will try.
Okay. If I want to run a coverage report, okay.
I think ng test.
Yeah, that is what we have to do, ng test, but I want to get the coverage.
I don't know that it is, we need to add the flag like a coverage. I'm not sure, but I know that the result.
So when you do ng test, how your application knows that what this command I have to run and these are the steps to run? How that works exactly?
We need to I think we need to install this Chrome web browser.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Leave that
I
question.
forgot all the steps.
Leave that question. Leave that question. If you do ng serve to run application,
Okay.
so
Okay.
how the your Angular application knows that these are the steps I have to do now? How that works? Ng test, ng build, ng serve.
In the angular.json file, we will give the details. What all are the things which we need to do? What is the output? What is the input? So all these things are explained in angular.json file.
Okay. So in that way, you have to add the karma config over there. Okay. Or test. Okay. And in that test file, karma, something you can create karma.js file. Okay. When you do ng test, it will check that file. Okay. In that file, you have to write this coverage and all things. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. So go through it. Actually, most of companies do write the karate and all. So sorry, not karate. These are the test cases, karma, jasmine. So you should know a little bit idea. So don't say that I have written in Angular 14. Okay. Because working on 17, they will expect you.
Okay.
Yep. So go through that as well. Okay. So I think that's it from my side.
Okay. Can I expect more questions like where should I do explore more also, because I need that part. Like for example, the node version dependency, the require parameters, app initializer also I was not sure, and the router. Definitely I don't know anything about router right now.
Starting your interview, I just checked your resume, and from that resume itself, I have created this question.
Okay.
So I did not have that question list or something. I pinged you that question into chat as well. You can copy that.
Yeah, sure. I will copy these things.
When you do,
And
you will understand it. So how can we do this and all? Okay.
okay.
And guard thing you have to check properly. Then routing things
Hi.
properly. Then
Yes.
this force npm I. Then package.log file, package.json file.
Okay.
Common question mostly get asked. So check those as well.
Can we expect questions related to RxJS and NGRX?
Yes.
Some complicated questions. I'm not told.
Maybe.
I don't need the direct question. I need complicated.
Expect means question. Expect in the next interviews for you.
Sorry?
What do you mean to say that?
Like a complicated one means, suppose if someone is asking a question for NGRX, so the first question we are expecting like what is NGRX, why we are using. So I'm not expecting these questions. The questions which you ask now, you will give a scenario, then you will ask how it will be resolved. So these kind of scenarios for the NGRX and NGRX. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, mostly I did not work with NGRX, so I don't have
Okay.
scenarios for that. But
Okay.
you can check it itself, na. So if you have that NGRX application, just check the file, do some changes in that file, do a wrong changes in that file. You will understand the questions. You don't need to
Okay.
have the question list for that itself. Okay.
Okay.
So that's fine.
Okay.
See, these are the mostly hard question for you. I know that. So maybe not hard, but some of the tricky questions. Okay. But
Yes.
you should know a proper answers for the very basic questions, like we have discussed the routing and all. Okay. So
Yes.
these are very common questions, correct? So no, you are going outside, so they will not ask you the question related to your this tool Spartacus, correct? They would expect
Yes.
Angular itself because you added Angular.
Yes.
Okay, so prepare in that way, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
check JavaScript, okay?
JavaScript.
Yeah, so you should know the concepts of the JavaScript properly. So at least you can answer it properly.
Okay. So what all are the part which I need to check in JavaScript?
Everything. Part
Okay.
means what? You're a developer.
Yes, but I am very familiar with like my career itself is started from TypeScript.
For me as
So,
well, same thing happened. But see, at the end, what is TypeScript?
yeah, it's a JavaScript part.
Okay,
It's
so
there.
that's what
So,
you should know this.
But I am not familiar with the dot bind, dot apply. So these kind of things, if someone is asking, I don't know the answer. So that's why I'm asking. Okay, I will check. Yes.
You have to practice it. Once you practice, understand the concept, break down your answer, note down it, forget it.
Okay. Okay.
These are the steps for you. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure.
I know that almost 11 or 12 years of experience, you might not get time to read the code or write a code every day. Maybe not sometime.
Yes.
That will be forgot. Okay. But when you are going for a interview and also you should brush up your knowledge, correct? So check that once. I'm giving
Yeah.
URL. Okay. If you want to take that, you can buy it. You will get the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and Angular questions, basic questions, which I give for 6 to 7 years of experience people. So at least you will have the question list, which are the basic questions from the JavaScript and Angular.
Where should where should I check that questions if I'm getting questions? The 0 to.
Yeah, 0 to hero itself.
Okay, so it will have all the questions, correct?
Yeah. You'll get all this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Done that. So at least you will understand the things. And if you want a mock interview for JavaScript, you can book, we can have it.
Okay. Okay, sure.
So at least I can explain you, I can give you the scenarios again for JavaScript at least. So
okay.
that way, what I mean to say, you are going outside, correct? From India. So
Yeah.
lose your chances to getting job. Okay. In India, you are at home, you rejected for 4 companies, that's fine. But you are going for outside now, you will get very less chances to given an interview. So
Yes.
before that, okay.
Okay, sure.
If you need any help, you can ping me on Instagram. I can help you. Any interview questions or something, or if you have some questions related to anything, so we can discuss.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, then, and you will get a testimonial after this. So please feel that as well. And
Yeah, sure.
don't be in the negative way, which I told you. So listen first me and also.
Yeah, yes.
Part of just I thought that I can explain you these things now, then you will understand that for next interview.
Yes, sure.